Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner. Here today, Sandra Smith, co-host of Fox and Friends First, Ainsley Earhardt, Democratic strategist and Fox News contributor Julie Rudzinski, and today, good to see you.
Great to be with you.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. We're going to get to that news conference when it happens, but let's talk about what's new right now since Sunday night. Federal investigator Graham's comments. Your thoughts? That guard that was for hire last night, part of a group that they had hired because of the event, is doing just fine today, as reports go. So, Ainsley, you brought something to our attention.
The FBI working with local law enforcement, so the FBI individuals.
You know, one of my questions, Elton Simpson.
Expanding their role, he points out it's simply expanding its affiliation if they take credit for such, if it is a loan.
Here's how ISIS will word it. As you're saying, because if they're opportunistic, doesn't mean it's necessarily so. So real quick speech Sunday night.
I suspect social media about the fact that this cop is a hero about this until he knows the facts. Because
well, what about
that?
I was going to say, we also know.
Perhaps a failure of intelligence, but down.
Yeah.
Real quickly, you know, I said in those private messages.
But I also
entirely appropriate, and more people in Washington should be thinking as you were suggesting. The reality
for the terrorists
and give an interview, answer some questions.
It's not something as you.
And those big expensive dinners. Harris, I know you've been looking at the cost of the Clinton.
Figure out whether or not scrutiny is code for something, on how the foundation spends its money, so on and so forth. But they're not going to do it before they get this trip in. Now my decoder ring: scrutiny or investigation necessary?
All of this. It seems that she's really, you know, tapping Bill and Chelsea when she really needs them to.
Candidate for the Democratic nomination, they have been intertwined. There is a quid pro quo. It is. And I happen to, we're not in a court of law. We're talking about conflicts of interest across the board here. And this requires more than explanation. This requires close examination.
Not everyone voting is Hispanic or Latino. Is she risky?
The Angels today, Lou Dobbs, I'm going to move over here because you're going to kill me because I know how you feel about it.
Have rolled out live. I mean, look at Governor Huckabee.
I thought you were talking about Democratic candidates.
I am, but you mean Martin O'Malley and please speak to that.
I'll tell you why. No, I will tell you why I take it seriously. I think that Hillary Clinton, whether she's she's going to be the
minute mile. Go.
In high school, these parents are saying it's negative, it's dark, bad language. Is it too offensive for high schoolers?
Are you kidding me? Once you start banning books, we cannot. This is the overparenting of children that drives me insane. Kids have to understand there is a hit.
A question?
Sure.
Because I'm going to read about it.
They're honor students.
We got to stop babying these kids. It's atrocious what's going on.
Well, I hear they're replacing it.
Really, can I just say awkward? Like, I don't want a stranger in the room. I have a game or a TV camera in my room. Why? What? Is this going too far with reality?
So I was
taking the attention off myself here, Harris.
But you know I don't cue well.
No, it does not interest me whatsoever. Lou, moving on. You have 4 children. Would you have allowed this in the delivery room for your children?
Well, as I recall, I didn't have much say about who was in that delivery room for any of them.
Hit by Sandra.
But I approach here.
All the women listening, there's a difference between labor and active labor. Obviously, clearly, she was just in the pleasant part of this, Ainsley. But
so I was away this weekend with a couple. She just gave birth, and she said the secret to her birthing experience was they made a playlist before, and they played it in the middle of her birthing experience.
Okay.
So they were rocking out and
TMI. We're stay right here for Outnumbered Overtime because Ainsley's going to continue this story.
I will watch the show.
Outnumbered/overtime. Whatever. Happening now. Start right now.